Hey Libra, welcome to your second reading for December. How are you? Bringing you a general reading for the collective of Libra, Sun, and Rising. As I always say, not date or time specific. Whenever you come upon it, if it speaks to you, if the title resonates and it resonates with your storyline, then it's very likely your message. However, there's a little twist this time around. All the second half of December readings I'm doing are drawing on the energies of the Great Conjunction that occurred on the 21st. So that was that alignment between Jupiter and Saturn, our social planets, in the early degree, 0 degrees, almost 0 degrees of Aquarius. So moving out of Capricorn and into Aquarius. And these transits take a tremendous amount of time. So in other words, it's a big deal because it's been in Capricorn for, I want to say like 2,500 years or something like that. That's how slow it is. Crazy. 1,000,000 years. And now it's moved out of the earth of Capricorn into the air of Aquarius. So I just wanted to add that flavor. So I'm looking at where you are going in your connection and your divine connections into the new age of Aquarius. So the spread is a little bit different. It is, and if you watched the new moon with solar eclipse reading that I did, it's that same spread. I'll walk you through it though. And I'm going to do a 3-carder from the Sacred Traveler Oracle, and we'll see where we go. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope if you enjoy the reading that you will consider joining us by subscribing. And as always, Libras, those of you returning and the cross watchers that are here, I love you so much. And I really appreciate all you've done to make this such a crazy, wonderful year. I know. So little fun fact, hard to believe that December 9th last year, December 9th, so that would have been like a couple weeks ago, December 9th last year, I had just reached 100 subscribers. I know. And now I'm on the verge of 35,000. And I could not do that without your generous energy. So thank you for that. I love you. Okay, pulling 3 cards from Sacred Traveler. I just wanted to let you know what we're all accomplishing here together. Perfect. So I'll show you what we're doing. Yes, 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 this makes sense. Oh, perfect. Wow. So this little 3-card spread, the center card is sort of where you are on your journey right now in your sacred connection, navigating by the stars. Follow your bliss. But navigating by the stars is letting you know that like a lot of this has to do with your intuitive sense, your ability to feel the energies of the cosmos. Many of you here are already, much better acquainted with astrology than I am. But even if your awareness is subtle, it's way more than the average person. So I feel like this navigating by the stars is perfect for you, Libra, because it's almost like you get out of your head and you're following the bliss. You're just going on feelings, which is wonderful. So I love that. Where have you come from ascending the mountain? You kept pushing forward, pushing forward, pushing forward. This is a bit of the hermit's journey, right? That 8 of Cups when he turns his back and begins to ascend the mountain. To me, that's the beginning of the hermit's journey. So I kind of feel like this has been a difficult path. The ascending of the mountain represents your ascension and your spiritual path kept moving forward, moving forward, moving forward. Where are you headed in your connection? Mystic healer. Healing energy flows through you. So I love that for you as well, Libra. So there's a very potential chance that that your divine connection will not just bring healing to you, Libra, but will allow you to be more empathic and sense the need of healing in others. So that's really beautiful. Flows through you, right? So where you've been, where you are, where you're headed. Now let's look at your connection. It is a Twin Flame Tarot spread I'll be using. I'm just going to pull the cards and then I'll do a brief introduction and then I'll clarify as we go. So I hope for those of you who celebrate that you're gearing up for Christmas and New Year's. Whoo! If you travel, please be safe. Sending you lots of love and protective energy for your holiday season. Mine's going to be very quiet. as was my Thanksgiving, as has been the past year. So I'll probably do more readings, even though none of you will be Oh, I love this. This is your mission, transformation. Wow, wow, wow. The death card. Okay, so buckle up, Libra. Let me pull the cards. Oh my gosh, Libra, you have waited for this. Yes, yes, yes. This is my favorite reading so far. Okay, we'll accept that card. And then we've got the World on the bottom. I'm going to take it. It's not really part of this main spread, but there have been a few occasions where that card on the bottom was helpful to the overall picture, so I'm going to save it to the end. But you know what that's about, right? That's about like closure, closing out a cycle, which is exactly what's happened with this great conjunction, closing out a cycle. Jupiter and Saturn meet up every 20 years, but we don't see them for hundreds upon hundreds of years, and they transit through signs like it takes a long time, more than our lifetimes, for them to transit from one sign to another. So these are very slow moving planets, but they sort of, they guide our social framework here. So the World, Aquarius and Capricorn. What did I just say? They shifted out of Capricorn into Aquarius. So there's something big here, endings and new beginnings. I love where we are right here. This is the mission card, you and your divine counterpart. Okay, so this reading is for you, Libra. I'm not doing the divine masculine feminine thing. Doesn't matter what energy you are representing in your dynamic. This is the mission between you, is about transformation. So this side is you, Libra. This is your divine counterpart. If you're here as a cross watcher, this is you over here. Just trying to keep it separate. So Libra, check in on your soul's mission, like your soul's purpose. Your soul's purpose energy is sort of like where you're headed, where your soul wants to take you. 10 of Cups. It's a nice check-in. There's an energy here of some completion, I want to say. Maybe you've come to terms with the fact that this transformation is unfolding, and on some level it's providing this enormous sense of happiness and emotional contentment. You know, sometimes when we are going through a dark night of the soul and then we get to our destination, it feels like bliss. And that's where what this says. Navigating by the stars, follow your bliss. Here's the bliss. This is the bliss. Follow your bliss. Following your bliss right into the new age. So I love that. And now your divine counterpart, Libra, where is, their soul's purpose check-in, Chariot. Ready to move forward, Cancerian energy, ready to move forward victoriously. We will have to wait and see what cards clarify it to determine if the Chariot is actually moving or if it's stuck. But the energy is building up for moving forward. Now the next card out here is your karmic challenge is whether or not you can persevere. So the Nine of Wands, it's been a slog. It's been a journey. I can tell. I can feel it. We've all been feeling it. This is like you're on your last legs. You're not sure if you got anything more in the tank, if you can keep going forward. This card normally asks you not to give up. So I feel on some level that's your karmic challenge, is that moment when you're almost at the 10 of Wands. You're almost ready to offload the negative karma. You're almost ready for the completion of the difficult part of the journey. You kind of like let go of the wheel and you sort of give up. So that's part of your karmic challenge, Libra. Yeah, I get it. Your divine counterpart's karmic challenge is the Knight of Swords. Getting out ahead with truth and honor and integrity and character. This is someone who sometimes steps in it because they speak very quickly before thinking. The Swords element is air, your element, but it represents both communication and the realm of thought. And the problem with the Knight of Swords is in their effort to clear the air, sometimes they speak too quickly. And this card can also be quick temper, quick to anger, right? So that's a bit of a karmic challenge because it's going to require them to pull themselves back and slow themselves down. Very interesting. All right, where are you right now? This is your present energy, your connection of present energy is the Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter. Very beautiful, sort of very fated. I feel destiny is unfolding for you. And then your guidance, divine guidance, is the Four of Pentacles. So we'll have to see what this, to me, is kind of stubborn energy. It's self-protective. You're not really showing your full hand. There's some reason that somebody's holding back and is feeling very guarded. So I don't know if you're being guided to be guarded or if you're being guided around your guardedness. Okay, so I'll look at that as well. Amazing cards, just amazing. Yep. If it wants to pop out, it pops out. Death card, please show me the death card. Scorpio energy of the death card. Transformation and the Empress, divine feminine energy. Taurus and Libra. There's one of your cards there, Libra. Page of Pentacles. That came out in the little morning spread I did for you. Page of Pentacles is almost like there's fresh start energy, especially because the Death card, we know some energy has to die off, or some behavior or some pattern or something has to die off, has to die to self, so we can come back and something new can take its place. And I feel as if the transformation has been maybe spearheaded by the feminine, by the divine feminine, whichever side is the divine feminine. That transformation has sort of been guided with lots of unconditional love coming from the divine feminine. And then this little Page of Pentacles, pages are messengers, so it could be that there's some message, something tangible, but it seems, you know, like a beginning step, a baby step, I like to say, with that Page of Pentacles, but it's tangible. It's in 3D. So there's something on offer here. Underneath, moving to calmer water, Six of Swords. I'm feeling like it's a do-over. The Page of Pentacles, after all this transformation, this is part of your mission, moving into the new age, transformed by virtue of unconditional love and a willingness to start over. That's what's coming through. That's really lovely. All right, Libra. Soul's purpose, check-in, Ten of Cups. Oh, for the love of God. Yes, Knight of Wands. It's somebody coming back from the past. That energy very quick. I feel this person is coming back or has already returned, and that's why you got the Ten of Cups. There's your Nine of Wands. You almost gave up. So for those of you, okay, that makes more sense. For those of you who this return has not happened yet, it's the part that you're kind of navigating by the stars here. You're sort of feeling into it intuitively. I feel like you're waiting for someone to return. If they haven't, you're kind of like, should I just give up and move on? Nine of Wands. That's why that Nine of Wands is also your karmic challenge. What kind of perseverance do you have when the going gets tough and when what you want or have been trying to manifest doesn't come through in the timing you want? Because see, you're not in control of the timing. Can you push through? Can you hang in there? So for some of you, I feel that's it. For others of you, if this person has already returned, I'm feeling like you're just kind of like, wow. Now we've got to do some really serious processing of everything that's been so hard and so much of a struggle. That Nine of Wands representing, well, we're almost at the Ten of Wands. We can almost lay down the burden, but not quite. So the Nine of Wands with the Ten of Cups feels like it's a little bit out of balance. For most of you, I don't think this person has come back yet. And I feel you're losing hope and giving up. Your divine counterpart, wants to move forward. Wow, soul's purpose checkup, Chariot, and the Six of Wands, moving forward, not just victoriously, but for reconciliation, for purposes of reconciliation. That Six of Wands is another victory card. Both these cards are victory cards. So this is someone who kind of wants to win the day and come through it all with a win-win. Six of Pentacles, another 6 on a 6. That's more balance, fairness, equal give and take. They're ready to give as good as they've received. Maybe that's why the 9 of Wands is there. Perhaps things have not been equal and fair. Underneath, I love this, the Temperance card. That is more Sagittarian energy. Because that's the Knight of Wands is Sag too. The Temperance underneath lets me know that they may not be aware, consciously aware, because it's coming underneath. They may not be consciously aware of it, but they've been guided to be through like patience and alchemy. They've been guided this whole time. And now they're ready to push forward. But underneath is this Temperance, almost waiting for the timing to be right. This is self-control and restraint, exercising restraint. Over here, Libra, you're wanting them to come back. That's what you're like losing hope. When are they coming? When they're coming. I'm telling you, they want to, but underneath, they'll know when the time is right. They're feeling into the energies of it all. And they've been exercising patience that feels guided. It's not in their conscious awareness. And it's not their intuition either. I feel this is someone who wants to get it right. Let's look at your karmic challenge, Libra. 9 of Wands. Oh my, with the Wheel of Fortune on it. Yeah. You are, see, because here it is right here. And this is the present energy of your connection. It's also guided. It's all unfolding in divine order and divine time. And you're like, screw that. I want it when I want it, and I'm tired of waiting. So part of your karmic challenge is being able to kind of push through when you know things are, in the hands of fate and destiny and the gods. You're like, yeah, I don't know if I can hang on for that. I'm only laughing because you know how much Libra I have in my chart? Mercury is I've got like a lot of stuff in Libra. I have a stellium in Libra, 3rd house. So I get it. I feel this energy all the time in my own life. High Priestess, boom. So good. So it's saying in those moments of doubt, in those moments where you're like, I don't know if I can push through one more moment. I don't know if I'm willing to wait for destiny to unfold. High Priestess comes in and says, you do know. You do know. Connect to your inner knowing, to your intuition, to your higher self, to the divine. High Priestess is also someone who doesn't talk about a lot. It doesn't talk at all, in fact. So there may be this energy of separation here and no communication. That's part of your challenge. And because you're not getting any hits from the other person, intuitively or otherwise, you may be in separation and not having any kind of communication. That may be very, like, it's frustration tolerance at an all-time low as you're waiting for things to unfold. So that's part of your karmic challenge. I'm just giving you a little bit of a different flavor of the High Priestess so you can decide which speaks to you more accurately. Your divine counterpart here, yeah, look what's underneath. 10 of Cups. I didn't even look at that. 10 of Cups again. You want the happily ever after. That's it. And I feel like you lose hope and you lose that push. You lose the stamina to keep persevering because so much of it is out of your hands, which you do not like, Libra. I know. High Priestess is letting you know that even in these moments of no communication, you can kind of go on intuition. You can also communicate at 5D underneath. All your frustration tolerances around this happily ever after, because the 9 of Wands came out up here as well. So I'm getting a little bit of confirmation there around that. Your divine counterpart, Knight of Swords, their karmic challenge is moving fast. So I'm trying to figure out, do they move too fast and not think things through before they speak, or are they not moving fast enough? No. Wow. There's a big truth coming in for them. And their karmic challenge is, what are they going to do with it? The Knight of Swords asks them to get out with this truth, with honor, with character, with integrity, to speak it. Another victory card. You can see the crown around the sword. It's a divine gift of insight, wisdom, an aha moment, an epiphany. An epiphany. And their challenge is, will they receive that message? And once they do, what will they do with it? Healing. So some truth comes in for them. Their karmic challenge is what they do with that. I feel what they really need to do is take the time to heal. What I fear they're going to do is speak in haste. All the swords energy here. Wow. Yes, underneath, Eight of Wands, I'm sorry, communication. So they may speak in haste, but what they should do is take the time to heal. That's their karmic challenge. Process it. You know? Wow. Wheel of Fortune. Present energy in this connection. It's all in the hands of fate and divine order and divine timing. So that's Sag. We got a lot of Sagittarius here. Oh, there's the star. Keeping hope alive. The wish will be granted. The star comes in, Aquarian energy. I love how we have Aquarius on Jupiter here. On the Sag card, but it's Jupiter rules the Wheel of Fortune. Jupiter just moving into Aquarius. So I feel here the present moment for you is bringing possibly some gifts, when I say a fortune, I'm talking some form of abundance, an awareness of something that feels fortunate to you, like you feel blessed. There's a blessing coming in here right now that's been divinely gifted, being divinely gifted. I feel it's going to renew your hope. Queen of Swords, wow. Cut out what doesn't serve. The Queen of Swords also has some questions to ask. So there may be some things that are happening right now that aren't clear, that you have to ask questions. This is one of your cards, Libra, Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But she's the truth seeker, truth teller of who, there's the divine masculine, the Emperor. Aries energy underneath. So that leads me to believe that whoever is the Queen of Swords, which I think is you, Libra, is sort of holding out hope and watching and waiting as divine order and divine time reveals itself to be operating in your favor. And then the Queen of Swords kind of cuts to the chase. Like, I got questions. Truth seeker, truth teller with this Emperor. And here, so the divine feminine, Libra, you may be the divine feminine. Not that I'm doing that kind of reading, I am not. But I'm just saying whoever is the Emperor, which I feel is the Libra's divine counterpart, may have a lot of questions coming their way. And the answer is, what do they do with that? So your divine guidance, Four of Pentacles. Five of Swords. That's not a good. Two of Swords. Got to get clear around that. Three of Wands underneath. Yeah, I'm going to take your card as under here too, dear ones. Justice, that Libra, that's your card. So underneath, what you're manifesting. Right? What you're really manifesting, divine guidance is telling you what's coming toward you. The ship's coming toward you is the justice, is the fairness, is the balance you've been seeking. Something wasn't balanced and fair. Five of Swords, manipulation, maybe some sabotage, maybe someone that you felt didn't have your highest and best in mind, and so you're guarded. There's all this guarded energy around the Five of Swords, around potential manipulation, gaslighting, could be gossip, could be someone interfering and trying to sabotage you in this connection. It doesn't have to be your divine counterpart. It could be outside players. I feel like your guidance is to get clear around it. Two of Swords. You're at a crossroads here. This is very important. Crossroads energy in the Two of Swords asks you to go in for the clarity. It's not out there. It's within. So that you understand the truth and the meaning and the purpose behind the decision you have to make and how you're going to proceed. That's what this card is all about. But it's quieting all the noise after whatever this Five of Swords nonsense was. I feel like you've got your walls up, your guard up, sort of protecting your heart chakra. Go inside and do the work underneath. You're being told what's coming toward you is the justice and the balance and the fairness that you seek. But do the inner work in terms of seeking clarity. That's what your guidance is. And I will look at the World card. Let's see what the World card has to offer. Wow, Tower. Yes. Page of Wands. One more on that. Judgment. I love it. So the Tower on top of the World. I feel endings and new beginnings. I already feel like, since this is underneath, I feel like this big explosion already occurred. We've already been through the Tower moment. That may be why you're very guarded down here. And that may also be, Libra, why you are losing that patience and perseverance to get over the Tower moment. It may have been something quite explosive, or it could have just been something that leveled you on an emotional level. But that's closed out. That's what's going away. That is the closure. And then we get the new beginning. And the new beginning, we've got the Page of Wands. Look at his little hand up where he's literally calling with passion. And the Judgment card, which is second chances and forgiveness. Look at both of these figures are calling out in the same direction, calling you back home. The Judgment card is answering the call of the connection. Second chances, forgiveness. It's another card of the crossroads. So I sort of feel as if the Tower has occurred and now you're coming out on the other side of it. Not sure if you can kind of keep pushing forward for the dream of the Ten of Cups. I think you're being advised to go within and get clear around what the sabotage was really about. What was that Five of Swords really about? Because that's what needs to be cleared up between you. Okay, and then what happens is all that balance, your own energy comes back in very comfortably. So lovely reading, Libra. If this is speaking to you and you want to continue on with me, the extended is going to be just like my normal extendeds. So I'm using this energy here and pulling 3 cards. The first card is the energy situation or the issue that you need to focus on right now. Even if you're still in separation, you can work on it by yourself energetically. The second card is the block, the challenge, or the dynamic between the two of you around that issue. The third card is what can you do about it, or what can you expect to come of it, depending on what cards come out. I'll clarify all that, and then I'll pull your messages to and from each other. What are you trying to say? What do you want the other person to know? What are they trying to say to you? I love those cards. They're very telling. And then one card just for you, Libra, from your higher self, spirit of the universe. What advice does your spiritual team have to offer you today? And then the outcome position is what you can expect going forward. So if you want to follow me there, the link is below in the description box, first or second line. You click it and it'll take you right there. Hope to see you in a second. Otherwise, have a wonderful holiday, and I'll see you in January. Take care. Bye-bye.